Welcome to our podcast, Fuck the Diet Cycle, with myself, Lauren Knight, and Abby Lodge. This podcast is for you if you're ready to end the diet cycle. So grab yourself a cuppa, get comfy, and let's jump straight into this week's episode. Now that we are coming to the end of Hydration and Nutrition Week, we thought it'd be a really good opportunity to share with you some of our top tips, especially with the water police on this podcast. We all know who she is. And having those nutrition and hydration tips so that you know it's not just for 1 week in the year, it's something that needs to carry on even when you get to your goal weight. So what should we do? Should we start with hydration, since that's like a really hot topic for you?
Yes, let's start with hydration. So obviously, as you have said, it's coming to the end of the nutrition and hydration week. But guys, hydration doesn't just last for 1 week. Hydration lasts for life, and hydration is one of the key components to successful weight loss and to successful weight maintenance. But for so many people, including myself, my overweight self, it doesn't come naturally. It doesn't become it's not a normal thing. I used to get to the end of the day and be like, I've not drunk any water at all because I was drinking full fat cherry Coke every single day, 3 to 4 liters, and then wondering where I felt like absolute shit. And it's really, really important that people like uh, acknowledge that yes, I am the water police now, but I never ever used to be the water police. I never ever ever used to drink water. And now I still drink 3 to 4 liters every single day. And it has become one of those non-negotiable habits that I just have to get on with. But if you're listening to this and you are, you're not a water drinker, trying not to overwhelm yourself to begin with. So a lot of people, when they either come to us as clients or whatever, or I've had a client come to me and like, oh, I don't drink any water, and I'm like, right, well, we're not going to try and get you to get 3 liters in a day because it's just going to retreat backwards. So by building it up gradually, adding on an extra 500 ml every single day, something that will help to not make you feel really, really overwhelmed. Um, Having a bottle that you actually like, and it does sound like really, really childish, really, really silly, but it does make all the difference. If I haven't got a bottle like this, I drink less. So I've got a client that she likes to drink from a glass, and that's how she gets her water in, and that's absolutely fine. So finding something that really, really works for you. And every time you touch your bottle, take 10 gulps, but make sure you actually do touch your bottle and take it everywhere with you. I take mine on the school run. My school run's 5 minutes up the road, but it goes absolutely everywhere. You might not like the taste of plain water flavoring it. You can put like slices of lemon and stuff in it to help you. Um, and my mind's gone blank.
Well, I've got a fact for you.
Oh, go on then.
So I have been finding ways to help my clients get the water in, and myself, because I am still not a natural water drinker. Like, I still have to really work at it. So I've been trying to find top tips to go along with Hydration Week. And I came across a fact, and it really made sense to me, and it will for you as well. You said about finding a bottle. Now, both of us, it's not just about the bottle, is it? It's about the straw. The fact is, 30% of people drink more water by using a straw. 30%.
So huge, but it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense because I prefer drinking through a straw. If you was to give me a glass of water, yes, I do drink, like if I go out for a meal or whatever, and you have water on the table, I will drink it from a glass. But I know that wouldn't drink as much from a glass as I do a bottle. Also, getting back to the tips, pairing it with something else that you are doing every single day. So, a bit like brushing your teeth and doing the squats kind of thing. Obviously, you can't brush your teeth and drink water. But like for me, it's like as soon as you wake up in the morning, have some water. And then having like trying to get a liter in before like breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, and then naturally as the day goes on, you will progress towards that 3 liters. Because you are keeping yourself hydrated and you won't feel hungry and like craving stuff all the time in between if you are actually hydrating yourself. That's how I got myself to drink the water, was having like a little game with myself. I can't possibly have anything to eat. Can't have anything unless I've had that litre. And then it became, and it's just stuck with me now, really. It's a good habit, obviously, to stick with.
And I think also educating yourself. Like
Yeah.
instead of just listening to us saying, you have to drink up to 3 liters of water a day, blah, 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 blah. And you're sitting there going, yeah, but I can't do that. If you actually understood the power of staying hydrated, for me, that's when it becomes really important. So being able to um sit and go, right, okay, why am I drinking water? Why is that so important? And the reason why, or some of the reasons why, one, it actually helps carry oxygen around your body to all of your organs. Now, we need that. That's what makes us feel better. It prevents brain fog, it stops you from craving food. It 9 times out of 10, when you feel hungry, you're actually thirsty. It allows your body and your organs to actually work at their optimum level. Let's not forget about our skin. So, especially if you're on a weight loss journey, nobody wants that excess saggy skin. Drinking water really helps with that coming in. Now, it's not going to be perfect. Like, you are going to still have some saggy skin, and that's okay, like we are humans. But having that water allows your skin to actually regenerate itself and it helps with the collagen. There are so many benefits to water. Get yourself educated. Now, I've got some myths for you. No, not some myths, that's a lie. Some pushbacks. Some pushbacks that I've heard people say, which is the reason why they don't drink water. They can't possibly drink it. The first one being, I can't possibly drink that much because I'll be up all night peeing.
You won't.
Oh, tough shit. Drink earlier, stop in the
Finish
evening.
drinking. Yeah, so there are some people that do have like weaker bladders, it comes with age and things like that. And if you are one of those people that if you drink water like past 8 o'clock, you're going to be up all night, then bring it forward. Just make sure you're getting your water in before, that time hits. I say to some of my clients who are like, I can't keep getting up in the night, I'm like, stop drinking at 6 o'clock then, and then give your body enough time to obviously evacuate what you have drunk.
Evacuate.
um, but equally, it's one of those things where, yes, when you are not regularly drinking water and then you start to increase your water intake, that's the one thing that people say. I'm always on the toilet. It's really annoying. I understand that. That's a good sign. You want to be going to the toilet regularly. You want your urine to be dilute and you don't want it like thick yellow sludge. It's it's a good sign. But equally, your body does get used to it. Like now, I drink 3 to 4 liters. Yes, I still go to the toilet. Of course, I still go to the toilet. I'm not on the toilet every
Yeah.
single second like I used to be. So yeah,
I
it's
think your bladder gets used to it, doesn't it? So
yeah,
it's again, it's strengthening. I know
yeah,
that your bladder's not a muscle before anyone comes at me, but it is. You're getting your bladder used to dealing with that amount of water, and your
yeah.
body starts utilizing it better. Like at first, it's like, oh
Better.
my God, what is this? Like flush that out, get it out, get it out, and then it starts realizing, hold on, we can actually put this into practice here. So that kind of goes on to the next one. And again, I get it, but it's something you just have to keep on going with when people start drinking a larger amount of water, like, but I feel so bloated. I can feel the water slushing through my body. I'm like, well, firstly, sometimes that's because you've crammed it all in too quickly. You've
Yeah,
not like put it out throughout the
spread
day.
it out.
Like earlier you said 1 liter before breakfast, 1 liter before lunch, 1 liter before dinner. Like that's lovely because you are literally spreading it out across the
Mm.
day. You're not just cramming it all in, be like, oh shit, I've fallen behind. I mean, some days that will happen, but on a day to day, you really want to spread it out. That reduces the chance of you being bloated. But it's not an excuse to not drink water. Like your body needs to be hydrated. It's actually a really serious situation.
And do you know what? I've actually had quite a few people say that to me, and one of my responses was, "Would you rather have that feeling of the water swishing around, or the feeling that you're constantly having every single day of feeling like shit
Yeah.
all the time,
Headaches,
headaches,
lethargic.
yeah, and just feeling rubbish? Like it's because it becomes an excuse. It does. It becomes an excuse because it's like, oh, I don't want to feel like this. And it's like, okay, well then carry on feeling how you have been for the rest of your life. It's not doing your organs any good. It's not doing your body any good. What's more worth it in the long run?
Yeah.
getting the water in
And
and
what
making
did
a
you
habit
say
of
the
it.
other day? What did you say about alcohol the other day?
Oh, if I was to give you a big bottle of wine, you would not think twice about sitting there and knocking that back. You wouldn't moan about the bloated, you wouldn't moan about the swishy feeling in your belly, you wouldn't moan about going to the toilet, you wouldn't moan about nothing. Why? Because it's bloody alcohol. You know, insert any alcohol, doesn't have to be wine. But it's the same. If we viewed water the same way we did alcohol, life would be so much easier. So if you're one of those people that can sit there with a bottle of wine at night or at the weekend or whatever, and you can knock that back, but you can't drink 2 liters of water, you need to have a little bit of a rethink.
And it is that, isn't it? It's that psychological block because I know that if, when I'm out, like I can get through a decent amount of alcohol in a short space of time, and it's not because I don't particularly like the taste of alcohol. It's not that. It's you're in a social setting, you're just getting
Yeah.
on with it. The minute you say to someone, you have to drink that amount of water, oh, I can't possibly do that.
Yeah.
Well, tough shit, because actually your body needs it. So if we're looking at feeling better, it starts with that magic liquid. The last pushback that I want to cover is, and again, I get it because I've been in this situation, but I'm out on the road and I don't like using client toilets or public manky toilets.
Cool.
And I get that. Like, then nobody wants to go into a public toilet and it stinks like fucking fish. Like, that would
Oh,
make anyone's stomach go, been there, done it. I would rather pee in a bush. Um, but is that an excuse not to get your water in for the day? No,
no,
it's not. You just need to
no.
plan your day better, in my opinion.
Yeah, plan your day. If you know you're going to be on the road between X and Y time, have some water before, but obviously cut it off before you are leaving. So again, you've flushed it out or, whatever, had a wee. Go on the road, and then you just have to kind of compartmentalize your day into, where you're traveling and things like that. Like it isn't an excuse. Yeah, if you're on the road all the time. But again, it's also one of those things like if you only have to stop once at a public toilet, it's not the end of the fucking world. Like,
Put a peg on your
obviously,
nose.
huh? Yeah, but you know, sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do because again, I guarantee you're probably stopping at that services for a McDonald's or whatever it is. So you can have your water and stop to go for a wee as well. No
And
excuses.
also, when I was not, when I didn't have a house and I was working from my car, and I got to know which toilets were
It's safe.
acceptable and
Yeah.
which toilets were a no-go. So again, I would plan it around that because I was literally in my car for the whole school day. So I couldn't not drink all day. Like I would felt awful. But
Yeah.
I knew that the Morrison's in Witton was fine, but the Asda's in Tiptree is fucking grim. So I just would plan my day better. You need to start doing the same. And it's a about, okay, do you know what? Water's non-negotiable. It's a part of my health. It's not just about weight loss. It
No.
is about your health in general. Yes, it helps with your weight loss. Yes, it helps with your maintenance, but actually, the negative side effects of dehydration are severe. And we're going to be starting going into warmer weather now, so start getting that in place. So that's the hydration covered. What about nutrition? Do we expect everybody that's listening or we're supporting to be nutrition experts? No, we do not. We don't want you to sit there thinking you need to count your macros and get all hot and flustered about X amount on your plate and all this shit because all you're going to do, bury your head in the sand and hope that it all goes away or you've got a magic fairy that does it for you. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't have a private chef. I wish I did, but I don't. So therefore, I have to just have a basic understanding of what's going on. Now, obviously, me and Ab have got a higher understanding because it's our job. But as a client or somebody that's listening to the podcast, we just want to give you a few basic tips so that you can put that into practice going forward. Now, the first one that I want to discuss with you, Ab, is oh my God, carbs are so bad. Can't have any carbs. It's the best thing ever, but I'm going to have to avoid it forever. And then you get 2 weeks down the line and think, fuck, I'm going to eat all the carbs and then wonder why we're back to square one.
We need carbs for energy. For the first thing, right? When somebody says, and I'm like, well, where are you getting your energy from? Like, yeah, there's low carb diets and things like that. I get that. But carbs aren't bad. Carbs, and a lot of people are like carbs make you fat. Mm, they don't.
Too
And
many.
Over consumption of carbs, yes, absolutely. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to sit and you're probably going to have more pasta and rice and whatever than you would fruit. But essentially, you still do need carbs within your everyday diet. They are not going to kill you, and they are not going to make you fat.
And this is the thing, right? There's no food type,
No.
there's no category, there's no specific thing that actually makes you fat. Having too much of that thing over time is what creates the problem. And this is why we talk about balance. So I've actually got a client who has got a fantastic knowledge around nutrition. And it's not that she eats excessive amount of sugary foods or excessive amount of fat, but she eats an excessive amount of fruit and vegetables. Now I'm talking like ridiculous amount, and we've had to discuss that because again,
Yeah.
it's not that the food is good or bad, it's the amount of it. And
Mhm.
it's not because she's hungry, it's
It's
because
a
she's
habit.
just snacking. She's
Yeah.
just snacking, and yes, she's turning to fruit or veg when she's snacking, but she doesn't need it. So we've had to discuss that and go, right, okay, actually, your portion control and the amount of it that you're eating is off the scale. Like, we need to address that. And now she's like, do you know what? I've just been eating it for the sake of it. Like, I don't even need it. I don't even want it.
And this is the thing, isn't it? Like people think because of diet culture, oh, if I have so much fruit or veg or whatever, then that's good and that's not going to make me gain weight. But equally, if you have the same amount of calories of fruit and veg as you would be for a portion of chips,
It's
it's the
still calories.
same. Yeah, it's
It's
still
still
calories.
calories. And
Um,
you've got the natural sugar and fruit and stuff as
this
well.
that's what I was going to say. The natural sugar. So you will still gain weight if you're having too many calories, even if it is fruit, veg, celery,
Yeah.
whatever it may be. But again, like you said, she was just doing it because she thought, it was a habit, and she
Yeah.
got into that because diet culture told her to always pick the fruit, the veg, the X, the Y
And
when
she's
she
being
felt hungry.
good.
Yeah, being good, but actually, what diet culture wasn't teaching her was tuning into her body and actually asking herself, "Am I truly hungry right now, or do I need to go out and touch grass?" Or do you know what I mean? And like, how am I
Exactly that.
responding? So yeah, that's something that yeah, a lot of people when they come to I can't eat carbs because they're bad, and I'm like, you can eat carbs, and you will eat carbs when you're with me.
Yeah. And it's balance. Okay,
Yeah,
protein. Protein is a massive hype at
it's
the
like the
moment.
buzzword
Yeah.
of the year,
Yeah.
and something that really, really gets on my goat is supermarkets slapping the word protein on, making people think that it's high in protein, putting the price up, but actually, when you do a comparison, it's not a good source of protein.
Philadelphia.
Yes.
Philadelphia has discontinued their lightest pot. I don't know if you ever used it, but it was Philadelphia lightest. So they've got Philadelphia, Philadelphia light, Philadelphia lightest. However, Philadelphia lightest is no longer. But they've got a new one. Philadelphia
Fancy.
protein. Oh, they've made a protein one. Oh my God, this is the best thing ever. I love Philadelphia, blah, blah, blah. And now it's high in protein. No, it's just Philadelphia lightest with a new name. It's exactly the same thing, like literally the same thing. And this is the thing, right? Start reading your top tip, just putting this in bold. Your top tip, start reading your labels because that is where the magic's at. Not to sit there calculating your macros and all that, understand what you are putting into your system because if you didn't read the label, you wouldn't have known that that's the same damn product, but they've whacked the
Price has gone
price
up.
up
Yeah.
just because they've put the word protein on it. And it's kind of like, actually, do you know what? That's really cheeky. And also, a lot of the brands that are putting protein on it, they aren't high in protein, but
No.
they are high in sugar to make it taste better. And you think you're doing good, and I say that in brackets because you've grabbed this protein snack, but actually you are better off going to eat a chocolate bar.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Or just eating the normal equivalent without the word bloody protein on
Yeah.
it. Like,
So understanding a good source of protein.
yeah, yeah. And getting your meat in and things like that. Because guys,
Yeah. And even if you're
market
a veggie, like there's in Lidl or Aldi, I always get them mixed up, one of the two, they have got Quorn. chicken pieces. They're not branded as protein, but they're in the
No, but they're
in the
good.
cold section. They're little chicken. I say chicken again, they're corn pieces, but they're called chicken style or whatever. And they can be made hot or cold. Stick that on a salad. They're actually a really good source of protein for those of you that don't actually like meat. That's
And
fine.
I actually prefer most corn
Do you
to
do?
like normal meat. And
Yeah,
I'm not like sitting here saying I don't eat meat because I do eat meat. I absolutely do eat meat, but I do actually. I think corn does taste
yeah.
nicer, and it is a good source of
Yeah,
protein.
exactly that. So again, it's reading your labels. Don't get sucked into the word protein and therefore take it as gospel. Yes, we want to fill our plate with protein first,
Hmm.
fiber, carbs, fats, right? All of it can, and dairy, all of it can be on your plate. Protein is going to keep you fuller for longer. Your fiber is also going to keep you fuller for longer and keep your digestive system moving. Carbs are going to give you the energy, like Abby said. The fats are needed. I don't care what anybody else has told you. We need fats in our body for it to function correctly. It's okay to have an avocado. Salmon is all right. Mackerel, all of the other things that you've been told
Oh,
you
I
don't
love
like.
salmon.
Right. And it's fine to have that. Have that on your plate. Fruits and vegetables, obviously, we want a balanced plate, colourful plate. It's okay. And don't even get me started on chewing a banana. You're allowed to chew a banana. None of us can deep throat a banana that well unless you are on OnlyFans,
Or
and then
if
we're
you're
talking about
Bonnie,
it.
if you're Bonnie thingy, whatever her name is,
I mean, oh, Bonnie Blue, is that her name? Blue Bonnie? Bonnie Blue? Whatever, her.
I bet she could deep throat a
I
banana.
don't know. I don't even know if she could do that, to be honest. It's down in one. Anyway,
I love bananas.
no, I can't stand a banana.
Texture. Ugh.
It's just any of it. I can't. No. So that's what you're looking for, a range. Don't get sucked in by the label. Don't be told that you can't have a food category because you can. Look for the colours. Remind yourself that no matter what food category it comes in, too much of it, an excessive amount, is also going to lead you to have weight gain. Everything has got calories in it, everything has a consequence, but when we balance it, it's going to be okay. Thank you for listening. Be sure to follow us on social media using the links below. And don't forget, new episodes come out every single Sunday.